tell everyone.
Why is he doing that?
Now I'm getting this from Stallone. Hey, Bryan. Well, Al Pacino's right there talking to Guy Fieri. Sugar Ray Leonard. Ah! There he is. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, this is too fucking much. We gotta end this party.
Roll it.
Look at this. I didn't know we had an intro like this. That's really nice. Yeah. Is that him palm muting? Album art. Album art. Here he comes, episode 196. With the great Joey Diaz. Okay. That's plenty, Joey. That's fine.
So what's happened, you bad motherfuckers? It's Wednesday. I got my main man, Bryan Callen, here. I got him to come down to fucking Marlboro, New Jersey to talk some shit.
Look how high that desk is really up to here. Look how high that desk is in Papa's place. I like this. I always think of Joey's little office as like you're visiting your grandma at the very lenient nursing home. Let's hear their little story about acting.
Found out about that shit. I see him. It's like a drug deal. I see him. I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm here. He goes, I go, well, don't tell
So
her.
they both, here, this is what he's saying. They both went to this acting class, unbeknownst to each other, and just ran into each other. Imagine that. You're so embarrassed, you're scared, you're taking an acting class, hoping nobody sees you. And then, of course, Joey Diaz is there as well. And they're both keeping it a secret from Rogan because, of course, Rogan hates acting. God forbid, of course.
He goes, you wouldn't understand, but, you know, we're trying to be actors.
This had to be 2001.
Oh, yeah. We studied acting in earnest. We studied it in earnest.
And I forget.
Should I do Joey Diaz for Halloween? Should I do the prosthetic?
Oh, my God.
Would that be? We're trying to figure out what to do for Halloween this year.
We studied.
What? There he is. Look at that. See how that goes up like a... Our dog, it's like this odd face that the dog makes. We don't like it, by the way. That's a chilling face. Okay, he's
but can
happy.
you replicate that? I'm saying you should start practicing for your Halloween costume.
That's a tough one to do. You gotta
and do a little nod and like a blank eye stare. No, wider eyes.
It's either that or Ethan and Hila couples costume. But again, I need the fat suit, and it makes it tough to do any sort of Halloween stuff when you've got the beard. So maybe I could be Sam Tripoli.
Maybe you could spray paint.
Denny's got a beard.
He does.
I could do, what if I dyed my beard red and did the prosthetics in the big fat suit? Because then you could put on that big flat brim hat and those glasses that he's got. Yeah, that might work.
I'm not good at anything, and I might be good at being somewhat emotional and real because I could feel it. My childhood had been so chaotic that I was able to kind of, it helped me. And I was also a daydreamer. I was also I've always wanted to be anybody but me.
Yeah,
I always wanted to be anybody but me. Uh-oh. And they think it's normal to say that. I hope when you're sitting at home, you don't think that's something normal to say. The only person you should want to be is me for an imposter contest. Okay? For a couple $100 and a couple $1,000 in prizes. That's it. You shouldn't want to be somebody else. That's very creepy. But listen to what Joey says, too.
I was also a daydreamer. I was also I've always wanted to be anybody but me.
Yeah, me too.
Right?
Yeah, we all do. We all do.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't. Yeah, me too. Me too. We all do. We all do.
Fantasizing about being taller, stronger, faster, fucking Scottish, English, whatever the fuck.
Taller, stronger, faster, fantasizing about that stuff. You know, with all those kids. I'll never forget, I found my dad's Club magazine when I was a kid. You ever read Club, Jules?
No.
I'm not going to say what it is, but I couldn't believe it. It was under a stack of his clothes in his credenza.
A really good hiding
that
place.
house upside down. I would I would take everything out, do an inventory, catalog it. And I found one time, I was very young. I start feeling around and I go, Eureka! And I lift under this stack of clothes, and there might have been a dozen to 14 Club magazines stacked
so he was
up.
An addict.
And I pulled these out. I had never seen such gore in my life. I stole one of them. This was a porno mag, and I stole one of them, and it was hardcore. You know, it showed it all. Large rods sticking out in every direction. And I literally did this. I stole the magazine, one of them. I put it in my drawer, but I couldn't get over the dicks when I was that age. I could not get over the dicks. So what I did is I took a permanent marker and I blacked out every penis in the magazine. Now, cut to a few months later, my parents found this.
Oh, yeah.
In my drawer. They took it back. There's no conversation to be had, but imagine their surprise when they were turning the pages and I had blacked out.
He was about to do that himself, and then he took out his pen.
Thank you. Yeah, then he gave me the rest of the magazines and a couple more Sharpies. He put me to work. That was instead of doing newspapers or shoveling the snow. That's what I did. I blacked out my dad's cocks. It was very nice. It made the magazine much better. I also blacked out the pussies.
Really?
The tits, the butts, scratched out the eyes. I started writing in backwards letters about all this stuff that I was going to do to my family that would harm them. Yeah. Okay, let's put Joey in a little bit of slow motion. How slow should we go, Jules?
I don't know, as slow as possible.
As slow as possible, really? Okay, we'll do 2, or is that fast? Which one is the slower one? 0.25?
Yeah.
Wow, 0.25.
Wow.
Look at that for Joey. Okay, here we go.
There's not even a comparison. There's not even a fucking comparison.
This is wrong, though. About one.
Wow. Okay, sure. How do you do that? Why is he doing that? I've never seen the mafia do that.
There's not even a fucking comparison.
And Mitzi's wrong, though, about one.
Yeah, look at that.
He was over.
Not even a comparison.
Sorry, that's the stuff I like, okay?
I wonder if anybody watches his entire show in slow motion like that.
There's not even a fucking comparison.
And Mitzi's wrong, though, about
He looks like he's unsure of what's happening with his own arms.
Really
Like-
sweet. You know, I wouldn't mind doing this show. Can somebody get in contact with him? Imagine me as a guest. This is the only show I'll do as myself. Seriously. I'd fly to Jersey in a heartbeat to do this show. Because he's got musical instruments. It makes me feel like he knows what's going on, you know? I like a man with a drum head. You guys put on great, great shows. I don't know why we make fun of them.
Listen, a stand-up comic today, I mean, I'm surprised we don't have baseball cards.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised.
But Joey, like,
I just got an idea. Tops. I'm surprised we don't have baseball cards. Stand-up comedians. He's surprised there's not like baseball cards. One of these. I think that's a brilliant idea. Do you need people's permission to make baseball cards of them? I'm imagining a world where Redbar is the tops of the comedy card world. I create the cards. I control the stats. I control the images. I control what's set on the pack, the pricing, all that stuff. Collectible cards of all the fools. What's the legality on that?
Elizabeth AI says Nerd City has a great card guy.
Really? Does he really?
That's what I'm reading.
That's freaky. He's got a great
He's probably
card
making
guy.
one
What
of
kind of
you
cards?
right now.
He better not be making any cards of me. Okay, let's hear what he says about playing cards.
I can put you up in front of any fucking audience anywhere in the world. They don't know you. They've never heard of you.
It's not true.
And I give you 45 minutes up there, and you got them laughing for the whole 45 minutes. That's a rare fraternity. That's not
He knows he doesn't do that. He bombs constantly.
because that takes real skill and it takes a long fucking time. And I think that's lost on it. And if we were bankers, the headliners, all of us who are headliners,
Listen
if
to
we
this.
were bankers, we'd be very, very wealthy.
Woo! Oh, really, dude? If us comics, this is what Bryan Callen's saying about it. If us comics were bankers, we'd be very, very wealthy. Why? Because you're such good comics? I would do this show. You have my word. The real me would do this show, sitting down with him. Would you like to see that happen? It's Mike from Redbar. He wants to be your friend now. Let's see. Ooh, could we become friends? This is a new, I feel like this is what you should do after you've played with a fool for a while. New idea, new challenge. Can I become Joey's good friend?
Just
Can
like
I
how
become friends with him?
They became friends with Big Mike.
I'm producer. I'm publisher. I'm director. I do it all. I'm my own PR team. I don't need PR.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're doing really great with PR.
What do you want me to do? Kimmel?
Wow.
The fuck out of here for 3 minutes? Nah, no thanks. I'll do this. You know what I mean? Have you seen the numbers from Saturday Night Live?
Thank God that all worked out, by the way. Do you see those Zippo tricks? Holy fuck.
If you fucked that up, that would have been so amazing.
And it's not even a Zippo. Cut to the main cam, Jules, or the close-up there. It's a Zorro. Still work? Ooh. I used to do this one. Watch. Right into the pocket. Pretty good. Could be worse.
Just smoker tings.
I'm the only one who knows tricks, but they still don't look right. They still look like I don't know the trick. You know, like me on a skateboard. It's like, technically, that is an alley, but that doesn't look like anything good.
We thought this was some kind of cool art, right? Like, we just thought this was like some old painting and then somebody put a white circle around it, you know, from the other angle. Turns out, it's just his cheap Amazon ring lights. He's using like what Tana Mongo uses to light her face 10 years ago. Remember ring lights? It's not meant to be set on light stands all over the room, lighting the room. So you've got these rings. Anybody who lights their set with ring lights, that's how you know they're stupid. Okay? Always call that out and never settle for ring lights, okay? Call it out in the comments, too.
You know, when you look at somebody like Elvis,
Yeah.
I've been watching that movie lately. Just fucking like remembering how good of an entertainer
That to me, that just made my day. Did you hear what he said? I've been watching that movie lately. You can't watch a movie lately. Just can't happen.
fucking, you know, when you look at somebody like Elvis,
Yeah.
I've been watching that movie lately.
I can't get over that. Sorry. I'm going to do a zoom in. I'm going to hear him say it again. I'm going to really pay attention to that. I've been watching that movie a lot lately. I'm sorry. I think we would get along great.
Yeah.
I've been watching that movie lately. Just
I love that. He takes it very seriously when he tells you what he's been doing lately. Okay. Very, very, very funny.
fucking like remembering how good of an entertainer that man was. Like what he did was fucking, you know, you can't even, and you look at it now and you go, he's Elvis. No, bitch. Put yourself in.
Just from the movie. They say, I hear a lot of reports that he was very boring live. Very boring live. And a lot of times he didn't even sing. He just sat there. Started yelling at the crowd. This Sylvester Stallone, I've never been a fan. You know that? I've never gotten a rise out of him.
Really?
I've always looked at him and go, oh, God. God. In fact, he was a big problem for me growing up. I couldn't get over him and how annoyed I was with him. I mean, I couldn't concentrate in school. They had to... I got sent away.
Is that the same as Arnold? I don't think I know him.
That was funny. The voice you did. It was very funny. All right, let's hear this celebrity story. I love this one.
I was really impressed with him. But anyway, I get to go to his house now. I go to his fucking house to watch the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl. Him and Chris do that a lot, huh? I went to Sylvester Stallone's house to watch the Super Bowl. Why do you gotta act like that? Can't you just act normal like me? I had a party. I had one guy over at this party. And this was me the whole night watching him touch his can and move it around. I was going, this is too fucking much. We gotta end this party. So I can't even imagine these celebrities that get 100 guys over just walking around their house, snooping around. Bryan Callen's at your house.
And it's like, now I'm getting this from Stallone. Hey, Bri. I get excited now thinking about it. Anybody who's young doesn't understand this. Now watch this. So now I'm hanging out and I you know Al, well, Al Pacino's right there. I'm like, yeah, hey, how you doing?
He wasn't there.
Fucking I'm talking. And now I'm talking to these guys, and I'm eating as we're talking, and Guy Fieri's in the kitchen. Guy Fieri's making the food. Flavortown's in the fucking kitchen making the food.
I don't know. I don't know about this party, man. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you met Sugar Ray Leonard? You met, because he's in here with Michael Strahan. They're just fucking hanging out. And then I hear, oh, this riffraff. Don't mess around with this riffraff.
Here it comes.
I look up and I go, well, there he is. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's now here at the party. And it's just a little, who's now here at the party.
No. If you want to keep Joey's attention, talk about celebrities. Or that's what you do when you don't give a shit and you're not listening at all. I've done that move.
He heard Arnold and he clicked back in, maybe.
This is me talking to Jules' family. Yes. Oh. 10 minutes in, you go, I haven't said a word, but oh, and So he could be doing that too. I like to think this is his happy place. This warms that he is.
It's just a little, it's a little get together of legends and Invisible Boy over here. And under, just behind.
See, that's what you do during the humble brag, not this, but you do the Invisible Boy over here. So you gotta like make yourself, and I'm the Invisible Boy. You know, everybody at the party hates me. If somebody was having a wild Hollywood party and I thought of myself as Invisible Boy, well, I'd be there and I'd be in the bathroom.
Just behind my face, I'm going, but I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to have a conversation. It was so fucking good. And then at one point, I'm standing there and fucking, it's Pacino, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, and I don't know, add somebody else. Sugar Ray. I don't even know if you.
I don't know. Add somebody else? No, you can't do that. It's not how stories work. You can't just add. So you probably added all these guys. It's got the same kind of system. Upstairs is Denny, the same.
Yes, Callan is like getting big mic level to me now. I can just like sit there and stare at him and every word that comes out of his mouth.
Callan is one of the more, there's really something about him that really excites us at this particular moment.
Was there, but it doesn't matter. And they're all talking and me and me. And I'm darting in with my little, I just want to have a conversation. I'm darting in with my useless little fucking things. I'm trying to, you ever see a bird dog? And fucking Bill Burr walks by and he goes, you've been here for over an hour. Get over it already.
And you can see Joey Diaz is tiring. For God's sakes, it's been about 47 minutes of having to sit up. And then Joey kind of didn't realize that's kind of the end of the story. He wasn't really listening, so he just does one of these. Watch his face. Oh, there it is. Watch this.
You see a bird dog? And fucking Bill Burr walks by and he goes, you've been here for over an hour. Get over it already. But dude, I'm like, I'm not.
I love that.
He actually has like newborn baby sensibilities. Like, when you first see a baby smile for the first time in its life.
Oh my God.
Kind of like that.
I'd have a baby if it came out like that. Very nice. I loved it. Throw on a little song for me. We'll take a pufferoo.